Now presenting comedian
Nick DiPaolo.
The best book I ever read. It turned me into the angry fucking white guy that I am. But Robert Bork, Slouching Towards Gommorah. You ever read that book?
No.
Fellas,
I'm reading a book on rats
change
right now.
you.
Good one. It'll change
who
you.
runs the media and why, and they're socialists and how they hate the nuclear family. That's why the dad's an asshole in every commercial.
Yeah.
Because he heads the nuclear family, and if you're gonna have a socialist revolution, you can't do it unless everybody's an individual. You can't have little pockets of family.
Yeah.
It makes so much friends.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm telling you.
Well, Nick fucked me
I'll
on
have to pick
commercials.
that one up.
He actually said
Slouching
something.
Towards Gommorah.
You actually say all the time about because I never. I always watch
now you
commercials.
do, don't you?
Now I watch commercials. I'm like, wow, that guy really is fucking a pussy.
Oh, it's
every
just
guy is a
every
pussy.
commercial.
It's
Guys are fucking idiots.
It's about emasculating white men. That's all television has become. I don't give a shit. On the way in here, I listened to one of your ads. It was a 30-second blurb. And it's a little girl saying to the father, "Oh, if you're scared, I'll go down the ski slope for it." It's just fucking relentless. And my wife is ready to leave me because I can't not point it out.
Yeah.
And my father's doing it now, and my mother's ready to leave him.
Oh fuck! I gotta take notice.
Just
now.
watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but when you watch a Super Bowl, you'll get it inundated. If you watch football every Sunday, I can't fucking take it. I can't.
I'm pretty observant usually. I've never picked
It's
up
always
on
a
that.
dumb the yoga.
I gotta check this shit
There's
out.
a yoga commercial, and she's on the phone talking. Well, I'm losing weight, and he's just like an ape
Yeah, I've seen that
searching through
commercial.
There's one where there's one for blinds. And there's two women by the blinds, and they're watching the husband out by the barbecue.
Blowing himself
and he's
up.
blowing himself up because he's just a fucking retard. Idiot. And there with the blinds like, oh, there's my asshole. There's my sperm donor so I can have kids.
Yeah. You can see right through them. That's the fucking line for the blind thing.
Yep.
And you can see right through. Imagine saying that about a broad showing her fucking up in the kitchen. You have a bunch of dykes in front of fucking CBS.
Exactly. And a bunch of guys are just laughing at her. Look at my dumb bitch. She can't do shit. Oh, forget about it. Now would be everywhere.
Can you fucking imagine that?
Well, that does mean, though, that the white guys are still doing well, because what happens is we're the only safe targets, meaning it's obviously so ludicrous.
No, it's getting smaller, though.
But it is, but I'm saying it's so ludicrous. Like, everybody, like, if you do a woman in the kitchen, you're right, you know what? That is what that bitch does. She cooks. But if it's a guy, it's like, oh, pick on the strong one. That's the weak picking on the strong. That's the way they see it. That's why, in a way, it annoys me. But that's where it comes from. Oh, like, you make a great joke about the fucking, the joke with the dad and the computer. So even dad can figure it out.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, who, the guy that bought the fucking computer? That's a great joke.
I love that one, yeah.
But there's too much truth in it the other way. Like, this is almost an exaggeration that's ridiculous, and that's why they're so
But what it's doing is it has tainted the fucking subconscious of a whole generation of broads who you get, like, my niece is wearing a shirt, boys are stupid, it says on the t-shirt. Seriously, at what point do you like fucking, and then I read a whole article in the Post how 91% of school teachers, middle school teachers, are women. Mm-hmm. All the curriculum, there's no little boys don't get to read about adventurous shit and stuff they like to do. Mm-hmm. It's all kind of been feminized.
Sure.
And the kids the boys who are hyperactive, they put them on Ritalin. All just fucking male traits.
Yeah.
It's all
aggressiveness
fucking true, man.
and competitive nature, and
I've heard 22-year-old girls, like, in nightclubs and shit. I've heard this 100 times in the last 5 years, yelling at some guys in a parking lot, "I'll kick your ass," and they fucking believe it. And that's a product of them being conditioned by fucking anti-male messages over and over again. It's fucking relentless.
They just need a nice fucking punch right in the
gotta do like that, like the opening scene of that movie with Sarah Silverman, where she just gets clocked right in the fucking face.
She wakes up and the car door's open and she's just wedged in between it.
But it's fucking, I mean, when you watch the Super Bowl, any Sunday, but especially the Super, just watch the commercials, how people are portrayed. It's always like a bank lunch. It'll be a black boss with a nice suit on, and a white guy with a shitty tie, $4 shirt, fucking messy hair. Yeah. Every white guy has a receding hairline and is an ugly fuck and just unlikable. I want to know who's casting
What's
this
wrong
shit.
with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Please.
You know what gets me? There's a commercial now that gets me, and if it was the other way around, it would just be fucking unheard of.
Yeah.
It's I think for a bank.
WAMU, I think.
Yeah. And it's this black guy seems to have corralled up a load of old white guys.
Yeah.
And he's leading them around with his cleverness and trickery. He's tricking all these old business white guys into doing his bidding. And I said, what if it's some old white guy and a corral of black guys?
Yeah, it would be
and
believable.
Well, you know, it's who's looking at this commercial, though? I was watching it and going, you know, what the fuck? How do you get away with that?
My buddy Joe List, this kid I have open for me, he was telling me about it. He went to a bank. He went to his bank, and I don't know what bank it was, but there's a little thing that says 78% of our employees are women.
What the fuck is that?
What does that mean? What is that? Is that fucking good? Why is that
crowing?
fucking good?
Or is that?
Are they more qualified than a fucking guy? Why is that fucking good?
They're telling you chances are your teller's going to be a cunt. Prepare yourself. And don't expect the change to be counted properly. Expect an error. And she's probably on her fucking rag, so she's going to be irrational.
Exactly. Don't put the money in your mouth.
They're going for the nurturing angle.
She's used to balancing a fucking toilet paper budget at home. Give her a break.
Did you ever?
Somebody's agenda, man.
Did you ever hit a chick?
Yeah.
It's somebody's fucking.
Did
What?
you ever hit a chick?
Never.
Ever in your life?
No.
Never ever shook. You
I
ever shook
tackled
her?
a girl over a couch. Like a fucking
What?
harmless thing.
What'd you do?
I said I tackled a girl. This girl Michelle that I dated. She was like 12 years older than me. She put me through the ringer. Fucking, but it was no fucking. I've never ever even slapped a girl.
You never slapped a chick?
No.
You goon arm a girl if you have to.
Goon hand.
Goon hand.
There's better ways of hurting them emotionally.
Absolutely.
Than fucking. You don't need to hit them.
You can just fuck them up with words.
That's all. Just come in and put your middle finger on her nose and go, hey, that's your best friend's ass. That'll fucking cripple her for life.
Everyone's a Hannibal Lecter when it comes to the. You can just with words make them fucking kill themselves like multiple meats.
You fuck another girl, and then you fuck your girl before you clean your dick off. Just really straight. It's called fixing her wagon.
If there's like this agenda, whose is it?
I'm not going to say. You heard
where
Bobby
did
Fischer.
the conspiracy? I know, but where? Yeah, right. Where did it? Like, how does everyone know it's just a wink and a nod that this is what we're going to do? This is the course we're going to pursue without some secret society meeting at this huge 100 million person arena.
Colin Quinn is a great theory on that because I do say it's a conspiracy, but he says it's not. They're so ingrained and they have people believing it doesn't have to be a conspiracy.
It's just accepted. It just grew into it.
Yes.
It evolved somehow.
Well, I think it's still 6 guys making phone calls. Let's make the Gentile guy look like the asshole. Not saying anything.
It went from, the 50s, Leave It to Beaver kind of Ward Cleaver was the fucking man in charge. Yeah.
Father knows best. Would they ever say that today in a fucking million
Father
years?
knows best. No way.
That would be sexist, fucking, misogynist. You're saying the father knows better than the wife?
How do you know?
How dare you?
She's college educated, and all right. Sorry.
When's the last time, I ask this on stage a lot, I go, when's the last time a fictional character, woman, was portrayed as angry, stupid, mean, or just unlikable?
Fucking all the family? No, she was likable.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody always goes, Suzanne Summers was... I go, thank you for proving my fucking point. 1975.
75, a ditzy blonde.
When's the last time you had a broad who was unlikable, fictional character, just had negative qualities?
And just not empowered kind of a thing? Because you could say, like, Roseanne was very negative, but she had the,
she had the
juice in the family,
and she was funny.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's fucking...
Yeah, it's like Suzanne Summers, all the little fucking titty things from the 70s, and then you're just it's all empowered, strong.
I mean, if I see one more fucking movie where like Meg Ryan's beating up 6 Navy SEALs, I'm gonna shit.
Who needs that?
What the fuck? Seriously, I can't get past.
There's no reality in it.
Remember when there used to be sex objects in films?
Yeah.
They don't have any of that. No gratuitous.
That's
shots
another
of
thing that
boobs
gets me,
and
I've talked about this on the air.
Yeah.
I watch Discovery Channel. I like the Military Channel, and when they do interviews with pilots, love it.
Yeah.
Black, white, the same thing.
Right.
These guys are by the fucking book, and I love it. You watch a movie with a black guy as a fighter pilot, and it's like, yeah, missile away, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing that guy down and shit. It's like, that doesn't sound like any pilot I've heard interviewed on any fucking channel.
310 to Yuma. Did you see 310 to Yuma?
Yeah.
The Western?
Yep.
Right at the beginning, Russell Crowe, not Russell Crowe, who's the fucking other guy?
The other guy, yeah.
His name's Christian Bale.
Who's the other? Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
His wife's, we make decisions together. That's not how fucking women talked in 1850 to their husband.
Really?
And I'm not saying, I know you're going, he's a reactionary. That's how he wants it. Fucking maybe. But the fucking little kid is being real snotty to his father, Christian Bale. You know,
shit wouldn't happen. Not back
fucking
then.
kids didn't talk to their.
No.
They take painstaking detail to get the fucking outfits right from 1850, but they have the kid talking like he was born in 1986, and I can't get past it. I want to enjoy this fucking movie, but there's a liberal streak. I just saw that one Into the Wild that Sean Penn directed.
Oh Christ!
And just
anything he does.
I mean, I would have loved it but I can't get past the fucking message behind it. The capitalism's fucking bad. It had the mother and father who didn't treat the kid good. They were all about money and material things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some truth, but I can't get fucking past it. It's just it's like watching propaganda. And I still enjoyed, as bad as the message was, I still enjoyed some of the fucking movie. It was that good a story. But I can't.
That's a great observation.
There are things.
Man.
There are just things going on. There are things going on. I like the 6 guys on the phone theory. Hey.
But I can't. You know, it's fun, and people don't have time, because people are working. They have families, 50 hours. Comics. We have time to fucking. You have
to mull this over.
Yes, and like my sisters think I'm crazy and shit, but then now they're coming around. Because
you finally got them.
I call up and I go, look at the fucking white guy in this commercial. Seriously.
If you point it out enough, like you said, they'll leave you or they'll start coming around.
Yeah.
You know what criticism I got from my girlfriend? She's like, it's really hard to be around someone who's raging all the time at people. And I'm like, I guess I am.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, it's always that it won't go. It's like that fucking, I hope he gets fucking can't. And she's like, I get it. We're eating.
We're trying to enjoy ourselves.
You should hang out with my wife. She'll have a lot to talk about.
He broke his car horn one day. He was He was just in New York. Like, that never happens. There's never traffic in New York. And he just smashing his horn with his little fist. Fucking move! And it just broke. And
gets so pissed.
Oh, he had nothing. He had to yell his head out the window.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, I just want to say that I completely agree with Nick DiPaolo, and I do the same exact thing. I watch these movies, and I can't pass the fact that these liberals trying to get their message by. But I also want to say, if you notice on these comedian shows, these comic series, you always notice that the guy's just a stupid dad, and then the mom is just the smart cunt in every single comedian show.
Yeah, like
comedian show.
Everybody Loves Raymond, King of Queens.
Yeah.
He's saying he invented the comedy show.
I love that.
Whereas one of the greatest ever, the guys were strong and awful. Like in All in the Family, Archie, he loved Edith, it was obvious, but she was a fucking dope. Louis was a brutal guy even when he wasn't married in Taxi. So it's like where the fucking shows have been the greatest. Even though the Honeymooners used that formula of her being the strong, bright one, but they didn't do it to be fashionable. They did it because that was the funny way to go.
Yeah, but he was
going
to punch her in every episode.
I know.
Yeah. Threatening physical violence on her. The fucking mother-in-law. How he just used the rag on the mother-in-law.
But people would go back then obviously he's not going to hit his wife. Today, it's been drilled into their head that every guy's a potential rapist and fucking wife beater.
Watching this type of violence only makes people beat their does it?
Yeah. Well, do you
don't
notice
just
in the
laugh?
Honeymooners movie that they remade, The Black Honeymooners, he didn't threaten to hit her because it wasn't politically
Because that's not good.
Of course not. Why would they?
I'd like to think that after, the Honeymooners episode is over, that there's a lot of beating going on behind closed doors.
Just pounding her in the face.
That's how I like to look at it. They just didn't want to show that part of the sitcom.
Her chained to the sink in the bathroom.
When he would just wave his fist and go, "Yeah, dirty old kid."
It was great.
He's gonna punch you. This is great. Yeah.
But I got fucking guy like.
All right, yeah.
I do my radio show and we're talking about sitcom, and the guy goes, actually said, one of my listeners, 2.5 Men is kind of edgy. Oh, what you fucking...
just stop.
Ouch.
I go, see, you proved my point. You've been fucking... They've done it to you. You're on their side now.
Brainwashed.
They cut your balls off.
You fell asleep next to the bean pod and woke up.
Yeah.
And everything's fucking funny now.
Why? Because they do a prostitution joke that makes it fucking... I got in trouble, and this is true. I had a meeting with NBC. I had a bunch of... That's when I had a deal with Dennis Leary's company. And we met with all the networks. And every fucking... By the way, there's no men in any of the meetings except for one. And he was just like blatantly guy gay. Yeah. But every time, every meeting, the first question was, so what's the relationship part of your show? So what's your wife gonna do? And I said, there's no wife. It's like Barney Miller, but I'm a single cop. And they fucking will get all quiet and shit. And in the last meeting, I go, they go, so how do you see the relationship party show? I go, in the pilot, I'm gonna push my pregnant wife down the stairs. Just trying to make a fucking, not even Dennis laughed or anybody. Fucking, and everybody get quiet and shit. And Jim Serpico, Dennis's partner, sent the lady roses the next day from NBC.
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
I swear to fucking God.
That's
it got all
hysterical.
fucking quiet and shit. I was hoping somebody would
They're
giggle.
supposed to understand comedy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think that's actually
On the
funny
pilot.
if you're
On
meant
the
to do it.
pilot episode.
Jimmy only finds it funny. You're like W.C. Fields. What W.C. Fields said, that's the difference between a comedian and just a regular person. To make a regular person laugh, you dress a person up like an old lady, push him down the stairs. To make a comedian laugh, you actually push the old lady down.
That's good.
Hey, this is Nick DiPaolo, and if you're interested in seeing me live, go to nickdip.com. That's one word, nickdip.com. To get all your Nick DiPaolo touring information and maybe buy a stupid hat and a shot glass.
It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the best. The best of the worst of the comedian of the Opie and Anthony Show.
Just hilarious, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Really funny. Really awful, too, by the way. I'll acknowledge that.
Holy mother of God.